He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down for the offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
What?
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And it's picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll test the right side. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Here's the handoff. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clemson jumps to the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
Oh, shit.
Next drive
Oh.
after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Might as well stick with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
I ain't gonna lie.
Quick pass
That
on the
arguing
fly
shit gonna
motion.
happen, brother. They ain't gonna lie to you.
And I think they'll
There's
get
your
the two
regardless.
now with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic inside.
But how about the speed on defense with that rush? Getting to the QB so quickly. You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills. You saw it right there.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He'll take the deep shot.
Hey, good catch, nigga.
For a huge gain. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, that's my running game. You don't
They dribbling his ball. Drop.
these guys on the
Drop.
outside
They dribbling his ball. Drop.
are a problem for defenses.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star
That
players
Chase?
that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gapped.
And the quarterback runs out of time,
Yo.
and down he goes at the 38.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave
Huh?
up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Now improvising. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection.
And you've always got to be careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job
What
on that
happened?
route to bring the ball in while on a tight.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
The nigga getting all this fucking bro. All right. It's a bet. No. It's the bet. No.
Second down here as they go back to work.
That's how my team is, and I've been whipping that nigga ass.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Huge game before
Literally,
he goes out
Katie
of bounds, and
is
now
my
they've
team is
got
literally
first and goal.
PG for defense, D-Book and fucking KD for offense.
Big plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have it.
Nah, it's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing then. Niggas wanna get super teams? Okay. Came, you know,
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
business of what?
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
I got Wizards.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Hell yeah. That nigga averages 20. That nigga averages 25. Hell yeah, that nigga.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that.
He actually might not be untouchable. Chase, you might be able to get kicked. I mean, Kawhi.
Offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to
John, what's up with Kawhi?
down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my
John?
defense is not playing
So
great.
what?
So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions
John,
together here, make something
what's up with
happen
Kawhi?
on this side of the football.
That's caught.
Bitch ass nigga.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough.
Ho ass nigga, what's up with Kawhi?
It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert and
Oh, I ain't gonna lie.
for the Ducks.
I can't get that
When you think about
nigga.
the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that
I
comes to
need
mind, but
I need
the guys you just
one more
named,
defender.
it's been built on
I mean, my team is
it's also been built on
my team is nice. I know I play with my niggas.
in their
But
history.
it's like, damn,
Just like now, just
like you really had to go get a super
another
team,
one
bro.
of those
This is a
guys
current
with big
league.
numbers.
Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot.
I had
on
drafted that
second
nigga.
down. They're
Nigga too
staring
small.
at third.
It
Let me
might
just
be a
win.
good thing that he sailed
Yeah,
down
going
to
against
those
Wemby, that
guys.
nigga way too
Obviously,
small.
two
Nigga 6'9".
defenders double teaming the wide receiver, not letting him get open. And the
Oh, he is
quarterback,
he a power forward center.
it was a good miss. As an OC, I'm going, all right, that's a good miss.
The light skinned nigga from OKC,
Was releasing the pass and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the
Jalen
Ducks
Williams.
punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits
Oh,
at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback.
I was about to say. Just touch again, John.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will send a surge.
I can't wait for the 7.
Got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Feeling some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. Got a lot of running room. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play.
Yeah, what's up, Kawhi?
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done
What you looking for?
to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
What you need? What you need? What you need?
They knock him down for a loss. And the Tigers in the hurry up.
Yeah, what do you need?
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Snowed under by the defense. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal.
Hell yeah.
Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Cause I just keep my team. I'm just gonna add a superstar big.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin,
PG for who? For what? Kawhi? PG for Kawhi. PG for Kawhi?
That offense had zero problem putting up
Why?
and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen and Kobe.
PG way faster than that nigga.
Circle of life in college football, where one
He can
team
guard
goes
niggas
on
better.
feeling like kings, and
intercepted. Got some room to run. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Bro, why is niggas like overdoing his lead? This is the current lead, bro.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with
Bro.
2nd and short. Really good concept there.
Nah, I played Josh team. Josh team is good. But like, damn, bro, like I'm over here with like a fucking 90, 93 or 95 KD and a deep book. My everybody else like 85 and below.
It's an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first.
Nah, it's cool, Chase. Watch what I add.
On 1st and goal. They get him down after a
I ain't gonna lie.
gain to the
At this point, I'm about to do some shit with this team. Mark Williams gone.
After the
A lot of my niggas are about to be gone.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this run.
Yo.
He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy on your back.
So wait, what's team's overall?
But they've made it tough.
Like,
Now the offense faces 3rd and goal.
they 1, 2, and 3. They 1, 2, and 3.
They've got him down after the short completion.
They top 3.
Inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there.
I said, what's everybody top 3? Overall wise.
Give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Yeah. Cause I got mine is 94, 91, 85.
Lee just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Don't leave Drizzy ass out.
It's called for and made.
Fuck no.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows.
Nah, overall
in the first
boost.
half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
Okay.
They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that.
Oh yeah, I'm adding another 90. I'm adding 90 to my squad.
Downfield, they've got to score points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing
Oh, yeah.
offenses. In their last game,
I'm looking at adding 90 to my squad. Hell yeah.
Again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
I just need it. You give me a 5 or a 4. If not, I'm just gonna run my regular lineup.
I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air.
I
Nice
might.
job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back.